Oh, child. You know, I tried to be a good YouTuber and ask my subscribers, my besties, what it is they wanted to see from me on my channel. Overwhelmingly, they done told me, Hussy, we don't want to see no more of these vlogs. We want to see reality TV show reviews. So, I decided to go back and start back watching Real Housewives of Potomac. I have caught up now, and I don't know why y'all want me to review this show. When I tell y'all the Real Housewives of Potomac has become completely insufferable, that's what I mean. Insufferable.
It's time.
First of all, we have Robin, who's a complete dodo bird. She went out of her way to paint Karen last season as this philanderer, knowing that her husband was the real chief philanderer of all time. And she also, helped with this Chris storyline of him making Giselle feel uncomfortable. Although she did say to Giselle in the moment, like, no, I don't think, whatever. At the reunion, by the reunion time, she, I don't feel like she was standing up for what was right. She was complicit in what was wrong. So for her to get on the screen this year and just talk about how much she and Juan does not care while simultaneously telling the audience that we have stolen her joy is the personification of gaslighting, and Robin needs help. So did we steal your joy, or do you not care about what we think? Because you can't do both at the same time, weirdo. So I'm sick of seeing her. I'm sick of seeing Juan. Bravo honestly should have fired her, or is that the production company's job? They should have fired her after she, withheld so much of her life and then decided to put it on display for Patreon. I feel like the other ladies should be holding her to the fire, her feet to the fire. But how can they do that if they're hardly filming scenes with her and she's actively trying to ice them out? Very interesting. So before the season started, we saw a picture, as we do every year, of the light-skinned ladies minus Karen getting together, and y'all know that was their planning for the season brunch or lunch or whatever. They do this every year. They do it every year. So that was their let's plan the plot luncheon. And every year fewer ladies are invited to this lunch. So in said plan, it is just amazing to me how y'all have tried to ice Candace out as if she has done something to you all. Candace had the audacity to speak up for her husband. Wow. The nerve of Candace to be a wife. Wow. So interesting. It's also interesting how much vitriol Giselle has for Wendy. It's actually hysterical to watch her try to act unbothered every time Wendy is in the room. Girl. So all Wendy did was stand up for herself because you're not going to play with her husband, and that infuriated you? Did you forget what it was like to be a wife? Well, I guess with who you was married to then, never mind. So then we got Mia. Mia's just Mia. Mia is just Mia. I don't like her in the group, but her story with Gordon and the divorce and the way she has completely mishandled him, in my opinion, is actually entertaining, even though I hate to say that for that old man. I hate that for him. You guys, let's talk about Nneka. I hope I'm pronouncing it right. Nneka, Wendy, and Ashley. Number one, let me just say this. Nneka came in just a whole fan with preconceived notions, and it's very clear because you have no reason to really have all this angst towards Wendy from what Carlos King has shed light on and Wendy has cooperated with. She was mad that she basically tried to use Wendy as her leg up on this show, and it just didn't happen. Let me tell y'all something. Nneka, not that she and Wendy had to be friends just because they're Nigerian, but they didn't have to be enemies. Ashley put her big head in the way of that and stirred that pot right on up. I hope they realize that now, and I hope they go head to head with Ashley. Oops. I didn't even mean that pun, but it works. I hope they go head to head with Ashley's tail at the reunion. But this is what happens, black women. This situation with Nneka and Wendy is what happens when you put a Karen in black women's business. And I said what I said. This is what happens when you put a Karen in black women's business. Ashley's a Karen. She has been floating around on this show as a Karen since the inception. She's a Karen and a Becky wrapped into one. And I said what I said. I'm not going to change it. I said what I said. Who else? Yeah, I just feel like y'all need to gang up on her. And I'm disgusted that she would say that Wendy just wanted to be the only Nigerian person on the show. What? Like, the fact that you're emboldened enough to say that is so disgusting to me. And I want her off this show. Because you know what? We went from colorism to xenophobia. And Ashley, you're giving actually nothing of yourself. Because while you're trying to store up this xenophobia on said show, you have managed to skate by your husband, who is still your husband, who you ain't divorcing, and his touchy-feely ways for years. Him being a philanderer for years. You have somehow been able to skip out all that. What he has done on camera. And you want to be xenophobic. Girl, I don't know how y'all... This show is so problematic to me now. Like, I used to really love this show. I love Karen. I love Candace. I love Dr. Wendy now. She got on my nerves when she first came on. I love those three. I cannot stand Giselle, but I am happy that she is, halfway holding her friend's feet to the fire about this Juan situation. She's acting like a friend. Robin, go. Leave me. Everybody else can go, honestly. And Mia can... yeah, I just don't understand how we are still watching this show. Y'all are... It's so triggering because, number one, the colorism, which is the reason why I first stopped watching it. But to come back and for y'all to be xenophobic and y'all accusing Wendy's mama of practicing voodoo, which is anti-black, might I add. Now, I'm not a voodoo practitioner. I don't even believe in it for real. Like, I witchcraft and all that other stuff. But y'all, if she was voodoo, y'all religion shaming her? Y'all, this is weird. I'm sorry. And the fact that the Green Eyed Bandits hopped on this train, it just says a lot. It says a lot more about y'all than it says about Wendy or her mama. Y'all characters are just disgusting. And I don't know how y'all want me to watch this. Y'all let me know what y'all think of this show down below. Bye.